Everyone, today I'm going to solve a Excel assignment. It's assignment 9. Course name is CGS 2518-225 for Armstrong. Its assignment name is Optimize Distribution Plan and Shortage Management. Use tumbler cases. That's our assignment name. Its summary is given here. You can read this one. And in this we will cover these skills: using the sum product for shipping cost calculation, creating formula for inventory management, setting solver parameters, adding constraint in solver, testing solver model, using conditional formation for visualization, creating answer reports, handling inventory shortage, creating dynamic formulas for shortage management, running solver for shortage scenarios, analyzing solver results, documents solver models, professionals formatting, and validating and testing model. That's our skills in this. We will cover these skills in this assignment. That are the instructions. You can read these one. I will move to the project steps. In our first step, what is he asking? Open the EX assignment 9 start file. The file will rename automatically to include your name. Change the project file name if directed to do so. I have already opened that one file. That's our file. We will move to our second step. In our second step, what is he asking? If the workbook open in protected view, click the enable editing in the message bar at the top of the workbook, as you can modify the workbook. I already done the modify enable editing button. So if you open this one first time, here it will show enable editing. You will click that one, so it will working. In the third step, what is he asking? First, we will create a plan for how you are going to handle the shipping of the cases from the port to each distribution center. The only additional twist that would we don't overship to the NEDC, we will need to make sure that the minimum we ship at least the number of cases in the cell B5 to B12. To do that, we will do to find out how many cases are actually shipped to each DC. So we have to do something for the solver to compare the B5 to B12. To do this, on the distribution plan worksheet in the cell G5 to G12, each DC create a formula to adds up the total number of cases sent to GC. In the cell G5, create a formula that adds up the total number of cases sent to GC. So we will go to the cell G5. That's our cell G5. So it is add the total number of cases sent to GC. That's E5 to F5. We will use some function, start our formula E5 to F5, and then close our brackets and press enter. So we have got our result in the cell G5. Because we don't have a value in the cell E5 to F5, that's why it's showing 0. When we have a value, this one will not show. Copy the formula down to the column. So we will copy this formula downside to the column like that. That's our third step. In our fourth step, what is he asking? Another part of our case states that each point must ship out all the cases that came into a port. Please note that in the cell E16 and F16, I already placed the count of the arriving cases. So in the cell E16 and F16, he already put the count cases. So we don't need to put formula here. Also note that E17 and F17 provided the math tells us how many cases still reside in the port. So E17 and F17 also contain a formula. So what we need to do? In the cell E13 and F13, create a formula that adds up the total number of cases shipped from each port. In the cell E13, create a formula that adds the total number of cases shipped from San Francisco. So we will go in the cell E13, we will put is equal to, we will put some function and sum the values in the cell E5 to E12 and press enter. So we have got 0 value because we don't have values there. For the F13, we will use also the sum function and select the range F5 to F12 and close our bracket. That's our step number 4. In our fifth step, what is he asking? To verify that everything is working, you need to test put 5 in the cell E5 that you just shipped 5 case to San Francisco to Boctolas. So we will go to the cell E5. Here we will put 5. We will test our formula. You see we have got our value in the cell G5 and also in the cell E13. So our formulas are working. Your formula in the is now render the value of the 5. Does E17 show only 3745? So we will check E7 also E17. That's also showing 3745. So our formulas are working. Clear the in order to clear the dots in the cell. Hopefully it does not. You might also test out by putting the number in the cell F5 to F12. In the cell F5 we will put also 5 sign and we will see we have got our changes in the required cells. So after doing this we will clear that one cells, so our value will be 0 0. So that's our this step. In our hint he is asking that please note that when E17 and E18 calculate to 0, then all the cases have been shipped from the both ports. If you have a positive number in those cells, that means that you have still case sitting on the loading dock and will need to be shipped somewhere. If you were a negative number, that means that you have shipped more cases than the initially received. This is the things he is telling us about, that if we have values here, negative values here, then we have a shift more than our ordered cases. So we will go to now our fifth step. In our fifth step, what is he asking? You will need to find the cost of the shipping cases for each part to DC in order to let solver minimize these costs. When you run in a few times to do this in the cell H5 to H12 for each DC, use the sum product function to calculate the cost of the shipping cases for the each port. So we will go to the cell in the cell H5, create a sum product formula to calculate the cost of shipping cases for each port San Francisco to Los Angeles to DC. So we will go to the cell H5 and that's our cell H5. We will put some product function and we need to use that array as a C5 to D5 as a shipping cost and the number of cases shipped as a E5 to F5 and close our bracket and press enter. So we have got our value in our cell H5. That's our cell. We will make this one ranges as E5 to F5 and then as a C5 to D5. So we have got our value here. What copy the formula to the cell column H up to column H. So we will copy this one formula to column H. So we will make this one fill without formatting. In the cell H13 adds up the total cost calculated in the cell H12 and so we will use in the cell H13 we will put some formula is equal to sum. We will copy this, select the range H5 to H12 and press enter. So we have got our value in the cell and format the result with the accounting number format with the dollar sign in the top row only. So we will first select this one and press Ctrl plus 1. It's already accounting number. So we have got our, this is our fifth step. In our sixth step, what is he asking? In the cell H13 adds up the total. So we have already adds up the cost in the cell H13. Now in the seventh step, what is he asking? Now that we have a model on the distribution plant sheet, all of the values all the way. We basically want it to test it out, simulate the shipping 10 cases from Los Angeles port to Brussels. So we need to put 10 in the Los Angeles column to Brussels. So we will use here this one, Los Angeles. That's our Los Angeles column, and that's our Brussels row. So we will type here 10, press enter, and what are the other thing he is asking, and then test 10 cases to SF port to Mosty Kilo. So we will go to the SF Francisco and we will find the Mosty Kilo. That's our in the row 6. We will type here 10 also and press enter. If you have your formula set up correctly to this point, you should have the following values in the cell. In the cell H5, we have 120, 180.20. So we have got our value 180.20, and in the cell H6, 233.10. 233.10. So our values are mostly correct. In the cell H13, we will see 430.30. 430.30. So our values are correct here. In the cell E13 and F13 also our value is 10. And that's our E13 10 and F13 also 10. So up to this point our assignment is correct. So in our 8th step, what is he asking? He is asking to set up the solver model parameter. Your model is trying to minimize your shipping cost for the delivery cycle. Your awesome step 6 in the H13 is one of the calculate you estimate the value of your objective. So what we do, you want to solve the to find the optimal number of cases of the each location by putting the optimal set of numbers in the cell E5 to F12. If you run your solver at this point, it will do what you have told it to do. It will ship the optimal number of rackets to each DC in order to minimize your shipping cost. When I run it to the state solver, put it to 0, it in all of those cells because you have told to do it to so far is to minimize the cost. We will just put 0 in everywhere, and I think it's brilliant. So we will go to the run the solver. We will go to the data tab, and here we will select the solver. And what is the other thing he asking? Set the object cell H13 to minimize. So we will select H13, and here we will select minimize option and set the solving by changing the variable e5 to f12. So we will select here by changing variable as a e5 to f12. That's our required range. Click the solve button. Observe that the zeros are places all the of the cells. So we will select the simplex lp and solve that one, and you see we have zeros here e5 to f12. So we have got our every zero. So what is he asking? Please click the restore original value radio button and click ok. We will select return the original values and press ok. So that's, you see, when we put return the values here, we have got 10 and 10 also here. That's our restore the original value. That's our 8th step. We have total 27 steps in this assignment. I have performed 8 steps in this video. If you want to know the remaining steps of this assignment, or if you don't understand the steps I have performed in this video, you can contact me on my WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number is given on the screen and also given in the description of this video. Or you can contact me through my email address. My email address is given on the screen and also given in the description of this video. I have already submitted that one assignment. I will show you the grades of that assignment. It's assignment 9. I will go to the grades. So you will see the grades of this assignment. I have done this today. It's taking some time. We will go to the assignment 9. You see, we have got in assignment 9, it's 47.37 out of 50. So that's our required assignment. It's 47.37 from 50 total marks. So if you need help in any online course like computer science, business management, business and math, business and finance, human resource management, history, English, literature, nursing, psychology, statistics, information technology, applied science, you can contact me also. You can contact me through my WhatsApp number. My WhatsApp number is given on the screen and also given in the description of this video. Or you can contact me through my email address. My email address is given on the screen and also given in the description of this video. Or you can contact me through my WhatsApp barcode which is given at the start of the video and at the end of the video. And if you like my video, please subscribe my channel to get new video updates. Thank you.